Let's optimize your Gmail inbox so it's easy to look at, the information is clear, and ultimately allows you to be more productive in your email organization. Let's go up to the setting on the top right. Let's click, and then let's click on See All Settings. We'll start on Advanced, where we're going to enable everything but the right side check. So let's go ahead and enable Auto Advanced. Let's go ahead and enable templates. Let's enable custom keyboard shortcuts. And let's enable unread message icon. We'll go ahead and save. And this will take us back to our inbox. Again, we'll go into our settings, click See All Settings. We're going to select our country of origin. We're going to select our default country code. If your internet tends to be a bit slower, you might want to keep this at 50, but I rather see 100 conversations per page. It's also important to select a time period of cancellation before your email gets sent out. This gives you the opportunity to maybe correct any information that you see last minute, and you can press undo at the bottom of the screen. Here in default reply behavior, when we receive an email where it has a number of people added as CC or just additional people, we want everyone to stay in the string. So rather than just replying to the one person, we want the behavior to reply to all every time we send out an email. Let's keep hover actions enabled. This will allow us to work quickly and access tools that we need to access quickly just by hovering over them. We also want to keep the send and archive button in the reply. This will help when we want to send out an email. Rather than just pressing send and the email sitting there in our inbox, it will automatically archive this email to where it's supposed to be archived once the email gets sent. Here we can select our default font. As this email is for a professional setting, I'll go ahead and choose Verdana. I want a normal size, and also the color should be a default black. And it shows you here what your body of text will look like. You can choose the one you'd like for your email. We're going to keep images the same. So we want these to display so we don't spend any extra time trying to access images when we're trying to work. We'll keep dynamic emails checked on, but this is more of a developer field, which we won't get into now. And of course, in a professional setting, we want to keep grammar suggestions on, as well as spelling suggestions. When we archive, delete, or mute an email, we want to be able to continue to the next conversation in an easy flow. So I'm going to select go to the next newer conversation so that I'm always automatically sent to the next email that I have not read yet. I want autocorrect to be on because this will help me also flow quickly through my emails, through my work. Another helpful tool that Google gives us is the writing suggestions. When you start writing an email, it will give you suggestions based on the way you've written things before, which is very helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that on. We'll also keep Smart Composed. I personally believe the conversation view can get a little confusing. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the conversation view. Google also can predict what you're doing with your emails as it learns your email habits. So if we keep these suggestions to reply and suggested emails to follow up on, it will also remind us, hey, you haven't followed up on this email that you were sent, or you said you would be following up with this email within the email. So are you going to follow up? And you can easily click those off if you won't be following up, but it's a good reminder to have. We also want to keep on Smart Reply for quick emails that we may be sending out or want a quick response for. I also want to keep the smart features and personalization, as well as the smart features and personalization in my other Google products. This, again, allows Google to help us flow quickly while we're working. I'm going to go ahead and turn on new mail notifications, and this will allow my browser to let me know when there is a new email that's come in while I'm not in my inbox. Having a star in your inbox can be very useful, but I really believe that having a lot of different stars and a lot of different icons to try to organize can be more confusing. So I'll just keep one star in use. I want to turn on the keyboard shortcuts because these can also be very helpful once you learn to use them. Icons can also be very helpful, and these would be the icons on the side of the screen here to the left. I have the option to select a picture and add it to my profile. Since I'm optimizing this email account for someone else, I won't be adding an image. I'll allow them to do that themselves. I also want to keep this on for when I start emailing people back and forth. Google will automatically save their emails and their names, so it'll automatically populate if I'm trying to send them back an email and I haven't taken the time to add them to my contacts. We also have the ability to create a new signature here, or multiple signatures if it's necessary. What I would do is I would click create new. I would name the signature, so I'll put my signature in this case. I'll go ahead and create it. And then here in the box above this toolbar, I can start writing the signature. Name, email, and company. Google also allows you to add images, links, and other things you may want to add to your email. It also allows you to customize the way your signature looks. So we'll give that a bold look, and we'll also write our name in large letters. We may want to do the same with the company name, or maybe add a link to our company name so if they click it, they can go directly to our website. I'm going to leave that like this for now, but that's an example of some of the things you can do within the signature. We're also able to decide how and where we want the signature. So I want to add the signature for new emails that I send out. And I also want my signature going out on replies. This is so they have access and know who is emailing them. They have access to this link. They have access to my email every time they receive an email from me. This is also helpful if multiple people within the company are emailing the same person for maybe different reasons. I'm also going to allow these indicators to show. This will let me know a little more information about the email, and it doesn't take up too much space in my inbox. These let me know the types of messages I'm receiving and where they're coming from. We also want to show these snippets. So when I don't need to open up many emails, or maybe I'm looking for a particular email, this will allow Google to show me snippets of that email, so it'll be much easier to find. And typically, we don't add vacation time or a vacation responder unless we're going on vacation. And then you would easily go back into your settings and optimize that. And then down at the bottom here, we will press Save Changes, which will take us back into our inbox. As you can see, our email inbox has not changed much yet.